So, do you know the teams which are in Group D of the World Cup? I thought there were only two groups in the Cricket World Cup. No. Group D of the Football World Cup. Let's have a look together then.
The draw for the World Cup took place earlier this year. For Group D, France was selected from Pot 1. Subsequently, the other three teams which were drawn were Denmark, Tunisia, and the qualifier from the Intercontinental Playoffs, which now we know is Australia. An interesting coincidence, if we were to wind the clock back to 2018 to the World Cup in Russia, France, Denmark, and Australia were in the same group too. Moreover, the fourth team back in 2018 was Peru, which was this time knocked out by Australia in the Intercontinental Playoffs held in June. First, let's have a look at the current world champions and the favourites to top the group, France stats at the World Cup. As on 23rd June, they are ranked 4th in the world and 2nd in Europe. This is France's 16th World Cup appearance. They were crowned champions first in 1998 and then in the last edition in Russia in 2018. Moreover, France made it to the final thrice during the last 6 editions, the most among any team. Having said that, their World Cup campaign did crash and burn in the 2002 and 2010 editions when they were knocked out of the group stages. Going into this World Cup, France would like to break the defending champions' curse. Except for Brazil in 2006, all defending champions in this century have been knocked out of the World Cup in the first round itself. France is not only looking to top the group but also win back-to-back World Cups, a feat that has never been achieved by a team since Brazil in 1962, 60 years ago. France certainly has a team with Kylian Mbappe, Antoine Griezmann, N'Golo Kante and Paul Pogba in the ranks. They would be hoping that Karim Benzema, who is the favourite to win the Ballon d'Or this year, carries his European form to the World Cup. Now let's have a look at the other contenders in the group. We got Denmark in Group D. As on 23rd June, they are ranked 10th in the world and 8th in Europe. This is Denmark's 6th World Cup appearance. Their best performance till date remains their quarter-final finish in the World Cup of 1998. The European champions of 1992 would look to go beyond the quarter-finals this time in Qatar. Having said that, they certainly have the team to qualify to the round of 16. The next team in the group is Tunisia. As on 23rd June, they are ranked 30th in the world and 3rd in Africa. This is Tunisia's 6th World Cup appearance. Tunisia has never gone beyond the group stages of the World Cup, a record they would like to change this year in Qatar. And to round off Group D, we got Australia as the 4th team, which qualified through the Intercontinental Playoffs where they beat Peru after penalty shootout. As on 23rd June, they are ranked 39th in the world and 4th in the Asian Confederation. This is Australia's 6th World Cup appearance too. So that makes Denmark, Tunisia and Australia, who are all playing their 6th World Cup, stacked in the same group. Another coincidence for this Group D. This is Australia's 5th straight World Cup appearance, which is quite commendable given that they play in the tougher Asian Confederation since over a decade and not in the slightly easier Oceania Confederation anymore as they used to before. Australia is ranked the lowest among the teams in the group, but both Tunisia and Australia would need to play out of their skins in order to pip either France or Denmark to the round of 16. Here are all the Group D fixtures. France are favourites to top the group, with Denmark favourites to qualify as the second team. France's 2nd and 3rd fixture versus Denmark and versus Tunisia respectively on 26th of November and 30th of November are the ones to watch out for, as it will decide France's fate and that of the rest of the teams in the group.
So, whom do you think would go through to the next round? France. Yes, and why? Because Pujara was in Paris last week. Here is in front of the Eiffel Tower, here is at Montmartre, here is at Champs-Élysées. Okay. And the second team? Denmark. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Why? Because Australia. Wow, that's a totally new side you didn't exist, mate. Yeah, I'm channeling my inner Kohli. That's great. Next time we'll have a look at Group E. E as in E Sala Cup Namde. RCB. RCB, RCB.